Damon, I know that you practice this a lot, and especially in the more going out of the body in this realm. So it's exactly like, if you get out of the body right here, right now, then you look around, and if you look at your clock in your room, and when you come back into the body experience of the physical, you'll be able to say, oh yeah, I was out of my body and looking at your bald spot above your, on the top of your head. And it was, 1:45 when that happened. And I could vouch for that. It says, oh yeah, exactly at 1:45, I felt a little attention on the bald spot or whatever. And how I know that is because when I first sat down and saw the Zoom screen, and when I looked at and you said hello and looked at your screen, you in your more subtle body, it's kind of a combination of the one body in from the physical. Some people call it etheric or whatever, but it's exactly like this physical body, except and experiences everything like this physical body almost. It's a little bit lighter version, but it can walk through walls, but it can't go to the future or the past. In that body, you're in this so-called objective reality at the right time. You can't. That's why the clock is, you're going to know the same time. And even if you don't totally experience the passage of time on an experiential level like we do here in the physical, but you still are bound by time, but not by space. You can go away somewhere and then come back. So how I can tell is that part of your consciousness was just above your head. A good portion of that particular body of yours was out of the body, out of the physical body. Now you're much more here in that body. But at that time, you were more out, right up here. And I don't see that often. It's only people who are actually learning and practicing to do that part of out-of-body projection or out-of-body experience. And so that's the out-of-body experience you read about a lot in when people all of a sudden become aware that they were in the middle of surgery under anesthesia, and all of a sudden they're floating at the ceiling, looking down and going, oh, gee, they're operating. Well, the difference between the level of awareness of that soul is some of them would say, oh no, they're cutting me open. Whereas a more aware soul would say, oh, they're cutting my body open.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, and so that's this. yeah, even more aware and wouldn't even be interested. Oh, that's, forget it. If I'm out, I'm gonna go do something more interesting than hang around what they're doing to my body, and but that level of out-of-body experience will allow you to go down the street or listen to somebody's conversation down the hall in so-called real time. And for a lot of people who are not even interested in that, and when they hear the stories of that, they're able to go, whoa, this might be real. This might, some people actually experience this. So there must be something beyond this body. And that gives them a lot of, it's like, hey, you got to expand your mind and possibilities.